Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à cette 27e édition du Gala des Panthéons des Affaires Jeunes Entreprises, Nouveau-Brunswick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 27th anniversary of the Junior Achievement New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. Tonight, we recognize the tremendous contributions made by members of our business community in the development of our province. Tonight, we celebrate the amazing growth of Junior Achievement New Brunswick over the past 27 years, and we applaud their efforts to enrich the lives of our youth and instill in them that entrepreneurial spirit. Tonight, we celebrate 3 new inductions into the prestigious New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. We welcome you to this club. To date, we have 89 members who have been inducted. We're fortunate to have a number of these members of the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame in attendance this evening at the 27th anniversary celebration. And would you please join me in welcoming them? Please welcome Bill Barrett, J.W. Bud Bird, Lee Corey, Dwight Fraser, Romeo Gauguin, Blair Hislop, and Bill Jones.
Gary Keenan, Barry Kyle, Gordy Lavoie, Terry Malley, Keith McIntosh, Derek Erland, Mike Tamani, Bill Whalen, and Mike Wilson. And now it's time to welcome this year's 2025 Junior Achievement New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame inductees. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Alec Bellier, accepting on behalf of his father, Steve Bellier. Dr. David Elias. And Dr. Leslie Steele. Congratulations and thank you to the members of the Business Hall of Fame. Please return to your seats and enjoy the rest of the evening. Welcome.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir et bienvenue à cette soirée de reconnaissance de l'entrepreneuriat de Nouveau-Brunswick.
As you know, this event is organized by Junior Achievement New Brunswick. On behalf of JMB, we want to say thank you for being a part of tonight's 27th anniversary celebration.
My name is Heather Robinson, and I am with the National Media and Communications team at UNICEF Canada. and a longtime champion of junior achievement. I am thrilled to be one of your MCs this evening. And sharing the stage with me tonight is my wonderful co-MC, Margaret Westerhoff of the Ginger Agency, our presenting partner this evening.
Thank you, Heather. It's great to share the stage with you this evening. It is a pleasure to be here, and as we gather tonight to celebrate the achievements of our province's business leaders, we also take a moment to reflect on the impact junior achievement makes, empowering our youth with the skills and confidence to lead. Please direct your attention to the screens as our lead sponsors for this year's event share a glimpse of the incredible difference your support is making through junior achievement.
When we invest in junior achievement, we are building New Brunswick's future by developing the skills, the confidence, and the opportunities for the next generation.
Supporting junior achievement, we're helping to build a generation of financially savvy, career-ready, and strong-minded young leaders, and we believe that's a future worth investing in.
Opportunities New Brunswick believes in empowering youth and championing business success stories, and that is what Junior Achievement New Brunswick is doing. The youth are getting experiences, they're getting to see how the world works, and they're really being set up for success in the future.
Ringo Feeney knows that Junior Achievement New Brunswick is a great organization. We know those are skills that kids are getting that they wouldn't otherwise get in the school system.
Liberty lends our support to JA because it goes beyond teaching. It's about igniting a spark in our young people so they can go beyond and have fuel for their future.
We're really proud to be supporting the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame and Junior Achievement. Combined, these two things are a great way to prepare the next generation and to showcase success.
Well, Irving Oil's partnership with Junior Achievement stems back almost 4 decades when our original founder, Mr. K.C. Irving, was a vital part of helping to bring Junior Achievement to New Brunswick. And he had a philosophy of investing in the youth, and we're just proud to continue on with that legacy and continue to build on that strong partnership that we have with JA.
At its core, Rogers has always been a very entrepreneurial organization, and JA teaches those skills, the skills necessary to succeed, to young people across the province, across the country, and around the world.
At McInnes Cooper, we have a long-standing and meaningful relationship with Junior Achievement New Brunswick. It not only celebrates the accomplishments of New Brunswick's most influential business leaders, but also inspires and supports the next generation of entrepreneurs and business professionals.
Each of the sponsors here tonight understands that when we invest in our youth, we are building stronger businesses, stronger communities, and a stronger province.
Thank you so much to our sponsors, and know that your support tonight and throughout the year is creating a brighter future for our province.
I now have the distinct pleasure of introducing the Premier of the province of New Brunswick and a former junior achiever herself. It's with pleasure that I call to the stage and welcome the Premier of New Brunswick, Susan Holt, to bring greetings on behalf of the province.
Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir tout le monde. It is my absolute pleasure to be here on behalf of the province of New Brunswick to celebrate junior achievement and to celebrate the incredible laureates that we are honoring tonight in Steve, David, Leslie, and Connie Woodside. As Heather mentioned, Junior Achievement holds a really special place in my heart. I was a kid who did the company program way back when, and I think it planted quite a few seeds into what I might become. But then later on, I was also a JA volunteer who went into the schools and taught the financial literacy classes it was an amazing experience for me as a volunteer, and it was really great to see how kids responded to the ideas of business and managing money and growing sales. So I can't understate the importance of the work that Junior Achievement does and how it contributes to our provincial education system with their volunteers, with their curriculum, the way that they put this information into the hands of young people who then go on to become the people in this room that we're celebrating tonight. Alors, je suis vraiment fière d'être ici comme un ancien de Junior Achievement, de Jeune Entreprise. I'm really want to highlight one thing because the laureates are incredible contributors to this economy. And I don't think I need to tell folks in this room how challenging it is to be in business today, yesterday, and tomorrow. It is constantly changing, and it's an unpredictable space. But what I love about this event is that being in business in New Brunswick and now becoming a laureate makes you part of a family. And you can tell just by the amount of conversation that we don't want to stop at an event like this, that there are connections between new entrepreneurs and our experienced laureates that we're celebrating. On a des jeunes entrepreneurs dans la salle, comme on a Charlotte puis Alex à ma table, qui sont des participants dans le programme aujourd'hui, qui vont devenir les nouveaux entrepreneurs du Nouveau-Brunswick. Alors, c'est vraiment du fun de vous accueillir dans la famille de la communauté d'affaires du Nouveau-Brunswick parce qu'il y a un support dans cette salle, puis un support dans notre province qui est différent que des autres places. The kind of community that we've built here through groups like Junior Achievement, the Wallace McCain Institute, our chambers of commerce, the way businesses support each other, buy from each other, build that into their supply chains at a time when we need to buy New Brunswick and buy Canadian more than ever, it's something really special. And I want to thank everyone in this room for being a part of that family and for contributing to New Brunswick's economic and social growth for what you do with your companies, with your employees, and how you make our province shine beyond our borders with your services and your work. So with that, I'll add an extra special congratulations, particularly to Leslie, because I don't know if anyone else noticed a few moments ago, but she was holding it down up here as the only woman among all the laureates. And to David, and to Steve through his son, and to Connie, you make us proud, you inspire us to grow. You have made a huge impact on our province, on the people in this room, and on our future. On behalf of all New Brunswickers, merci. Thank you very much, Wiliwen. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bonsoir.
Tonight's event would not be possible without the incredible support of our loyal event sponsors. Would you please direct your attention once again to the screens to hear directly from our partners and gold sponsors as to why they choose to partner and support Junior Achievement New Brunswick, and more importantly, why they feel the work of JA matters greatly to the future of our province.
Junior Achievement is really breeding the leaders of tomorrow, and as we attend these events as Opportunities New Brunswick, we see these young women and these young men enter the stage and speak like they've been CEOs for years. It's quite incredible to see, and I'm certain that we will continue to see so many great New Brunswick success stories coming across this stage in the future.
The company programs of Junior Achievement really resonate with me and with Bringlow Feeney. It provides the students with an opportunity to build a business from the ground up. They'll start with an idea or a product, and they'll learn about what it really takes to bring that product to market.
JA helps shape the future of our youth by making them more financially literate, career-ready, and driven. It prepares them not just to participate in the economy, but to lead and shape it.
The impact of Junior Achievement goes far beyond the classroom. It creates capable, confident young people who are ready to take on the world.
We see the role of Junior Achievers as being the bridge, bridging education and the real world, making sure students are coming out with the skills they need to thrive in their career.
I think it has to be giving the tools and the knowledge and the skill set for the youth of tomorrow. Not only is it important if they want to be business leaders or entrepreneurs, but they're also very important life skills for them as they continue to grow and develop themselves.
At McInnes Cooper, We really appreciate JA's focus on financial literacy, which is crucial. By fostering innovation and problem solving, JA encourages young people to think critically and take initiative, valuable traits in any career path.
Financial literacy is key for all young people and all adults in our province. There has to be a level of financial literacy present in all that they do. And JA provides those programs. They do it in a comfortable environment for our young people, and they do it free of charge and make it fun for our kids.
JDI recognizes the value of teaching young people in New Brunswick about the value of entrepreneurship. It's going to be a great way for them to give back to the future of our province.
When you support junior achievement, you're investing in our youth, you're investing in our future, and you're investing in the business community here in New Brunswick. Thank you once again to all of our incredible sponsors for your continued support to the youth of New Brunswick and to this signature event. Now, since we last gathered, we'll take a round of applause for that. Absolutely. Now, since we last gathered, we lost two incredible members of the JA New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame and proud New Brunswickers, Brian Flood and Jack Stultz. Please join us now as we remember these two outstanding gentlemen. Just have a moment of silence for them, please. Thank you. Now, tonight we pause tradition, not to break it, but to honor someone whose legacy transcends it. Tonight, we are pleased to present an honorary induction to celebrate a woman whose unwavering dedication and visionary leadership have helped shape the very fabric of our province's business community. I would now like to welcome to the stage the Vice Chair of the JANB Board of Directors, Chris McDonald, to present this honorary induction.
Thank you very much, Heather, and good evening, one and all. Tonight I've been asked to do a very special induction into the Business Hall of Fame and to induct our very first honorary member in the history of this event. I first met this person 28 years ago when I was going through the JA program. And I can tell you, a person with such steadfast resolve could be somewhat intimidating to a 10th grader. But as the years passed and our relationship evolved from mentor to JA colleague to dear friend, I not only came to admire such tenacity, but to rely on this person each and every day. Every junior achiever has their own story to tell about their JA experience. But the one common thread between all of us, whether we know it or not, is the person that we're about to honor. It will, of course, come as no surprise that I'm, of course, referring to our President and CEO, Connie Woodside. Connie first joined JA New Brunswick in 1995. When our organization was in its infancy, with little more than a mission and a dream. Under her stewardship, that dream has flourished. Today, JA New Brunswick stands as a beacon of success with a reputation that is the envy of JA chapters across the entire country. With each student we engage with, JA has the potential to transform a life, and we have replicated that over 43,000 times this year alone, just in New Brunswick. Over the course of her 30 years with JA, Connie has inspired, encouraged, and touched the lives of hundreds of thousands of young people and helped to create the next generation of New Brunswick leaders, many of whom are present in this room this evening. There are many milestones that we could recount, but perhaps Connie's greatest legacy is her ability to inspire action by leading with heart, with humility, and with relentlessness. And if you're sitting here in this room tonight, you have firsthand knowledge of how doggedly determined Connie can be when she wants to sell a table, secure a new donor, or launch a new program here in New Brunswick. I would now like to ask you to please direct your attention to the screens.
Connie is determined, purposeful, passionate, unrelenting in a good way. I mean that in a good way. And she is empowering and motivating in a way that, you know, I think she makes everyone feel valued.
There's no question that Connie is a very special person. And when the email arrives or her phone, my phone rings and she says, "Derek, it's Connie, I'd like to talk to you," we listen.
So when I was thinking about what to say, Connie Woodside, reminded of the words of Sir Christopher Wren, who was the architect of St. Paul's Cathedral. And there's a plaque inside St. Paul's Cathedral dedicated to Sir Christopher Wren, and it says words to the effect, "If you want to see my monument, look around you." And Connie, look around you. If you want to see your monument, just look around you.
Connie's commitment and dedication to New Brunswick JA and developing the many programs used by NB schools has educated, informed, and shown the youth of New Brunswick that there is a great positive future for this little province.
What can I say about Connie? She's a special individual. She's one of those rare leaders who grabs her attention instantly and draws you to her, particularly with her vitality and her kindness.
Connie has made a massive impact to this community. She's been a mentor and leader to so many of us for so long. I think what she's done in junior achievement is absolutely remarkable.
From everybody involved with the effort you've put forth to make JA a success, we thank you. We thank you. You have made a tremendous difference to our province, and we feel that it's time now to recognize you and to say thank you.
Congratulations, Connie. We are so excited you're being inducted into the Junior Achievement New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame tonight. We're so proud of the impact that you have had on New Brunswick entrepreneurs and the youth in our province.
Thanks, Connie, for your lifetime of developing, educating, and motivating NB youth to become better business leaders.
And it's only fitting that you will join so many of the rest of us who've been inspired by you in the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. So, Connie, congratulations. Thank you for all of your work, all of your service. Congratulations on tonight's induction. You're really going to jazz up the joint.
So Connie, you're the best. And I'd like to congratulate you today.
Really, New Brunswick is a model for the rest of the country when it comes to junior achievement and the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. And she has a lot to be proud of.
Congratulations, Connie. You have been a driving force behind my entrepreneurial journey that has not only transformed my life, but has also created a ripple effect that has positively impacted thousands of children in New Brunswick. We are so proud of you tonight. You are so deserving of this award.
I would now like to ask junior achievers Charlotte Hunter and Alex Wolskiewski to please escort my dear friend Connie and a dear friend to us all to the stage. Charlotte is a 6th grade student at the East Coast Leadership Academy and is Chief Marketing Officer of her JA company. Alex is a grade 11 student at Leo Hayes High School and is Chief Sales Officer of his JA company. So on behalf of the entire JA family, I'm so proud and grateful to welcome Connie as an honorary member to the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame.
Well, good evening. This is a different place for me to be tonight. I would far rather be seated down there, giving it out, than receiving. Good evening, Premier Holt, Mayor Rogers, honorees Steve, David, and Leslie, and all of our guests. Wow, I'm truly overwhelmed and deeply honored to be standing here tonight in this capacity. This recognition is both unexpected and incredibly humbling. I am immensely grateful. I'm not sure about jazzy, but I am grateful. Thank you to the kind folks who believed in me enough to nominate me, the selection committee for this extraordinary gesture, and to the Junior Achievement New Brunswick Board of Directors. I vividly remember sitting down with a handful of JA board members on November 10th, 1995 for my interview. They asked if I could commit to staying with the organization for 5 years. Careful what you wish for. When I began my journey with JA 30 years ago, I never imagined a career could offer the kind of fulfillment and joy I've experienced. Like any path in business, it's had its share of challenges, but being surrounded by an extraordinary support system here in New Brunswick has made JANB the success that it is today. I thought my speech was ready, all polished, tucked away and waiting for tonight, but then something remarkable happened in early October that changed everything. Ooh, that's scary. I lost a page here. JANB hosted its first ever She Leads Female Empowerment Conference, and it was nothing short of transformative. 100 bright, young, curious students from grades 6 through 8 gathered for a day that will stay with them and with us for years to come. They listened, they learned, and they connected with some of New Brunswick's most courageous and compassionate female leaders who generously shared their personal journeys and reminded us all that kindness and courage are not just virtues, they are leadership essentials. It was a day filled with hope, strength, and the kind of inspiration that rewrites speeches and redefines futures. What a powerful reminder of the brilliance rising in our province. I've had the immense pleasure of building lasting relationships with many of the kids I started mentoring in 1995. I've attended their graduations, weddings, and baby showers. These milestones mean the world to me. You realize mentorship doesn't come with an expiration date, and I'm so grateful to be still a part of their lives. JA's mandate is simple. Give young people the tools they need to succeed and support them. That's it. In today's complex world, our youth face unprecedented challenges, and we need to be there for them. Now more than ever, they need grounding, encouragement, and inspiration. I never had a crystal ball, and I never imagined I'd be doing this kind of work, but I am without a doubt the luckiest person in the world. Every day I walk into a place filled with devoted people who share one goal: to help kids succeed. People often say to me, "Connie, you really have the dream job." And you know what? They're right, I do. I'm supported by my exceptionally loyal team, small but mighty, Christy and Courtney, and by my life and work partner, Wendy. Wendy, you're the best thing. Out practices. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I'm a better person because of you. Thank you for sharing this journey and for making life fun, unpredictable, and fulfilling. To everyone in this room, thank you. You're the epitome of what it means to lead by example. I've had the privilege of being mentored by some of the very best of the best, and if there's one guiding principle I carry with me, it's this: we leave an imprint on those around us with everything we do, every word we speak, every action, every gesture. They all matter. Sometimes the younger generation isn't getting the support that they need, whether it's at home, in school, or in their communities. That's where we come in. We have the power to lift them up, to show them that kindness and courtesy aren't just niceties, they're tools for building a meaningful life. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I've heard over the years, you just can't say no to Connie. So please don't start now. Together, we're making a powerful difference for our youth and for the province of New Brunswick. We need to continue to build on this success. Thank you again for this unbelievable recognition, and thank you for allowing me to do what I do each and every single day. It truly is a dream job. So congratulations once again, Steve, Leslie, and David, and thank you all so much for being here for tonight. We're very grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations, Connie. Welcome to the club. The awards this evening are presented to each inductee to remind them of the significant impact they have made on our province. Each of this evening's inductees was nominated by their peers and has met a comprehensive list of criteria. They have been singled out as having made outstanding contributions to their profession, business, and their communities. They are a shining example of what can be achieved through hard work, dedication, and true grit. These are all values in which junior achievement instills in young New Brunswickers daily. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first inductee this evening, Mr. Steve Bellier. From his humble beginnings as a basement startup entrepreneur at his home in St. John, Steve Bellier's grit, determination, and motivation led him to build transformational safety solutions for the aviation, automotive, and fuel transportation industries. In 1996, Steve founded his first company, Base Engineering. Base Engineering delivered product innovations to 50+ countries, spanning 4 continents, winning the province of New Brunswick's Export of the Year in 2014. In 2022, Steve's passion for innovation drove him to become a founder of Victory Advanced Technologies, also located in St. John. Steve embodies the spirit of mentorship and generosity. He always takes time to mentor others, particularly young people. His deep commitment to the next generation of New Brunswickers is evident in everything he does.
My name's Bryce Bellier, and I'm proud to say that I'm the much older brother to Steve Bellier. He showed a special kind of drive, energy, curiosity. He would sit on the kitchen floor, at the kitchen table, and take his toys apart. And so over the years, he developed a tendency to be able to fix things and a curiosity about how things work. He was spotted by other companies, and it wasn't too long before Irving had seen him and offered him a position with Irving Oil. Before long, Irving Oil had a much more streamlined approach to moving the fluid from one thing to another. Arthur spotted us together and came over and said, "Bryce, are you two connected?" And I said, "Yes, we are." And he said, "Gee, I want you to know, I think a lot of Steve." And he said, "Steve's done a lot of good work for us, but unfortunately he's decided he's going to leave us and go on his own. We're going to miss him, but I want you to know that you have my full support, and if there's anything I can do to help, I want to help." He devoted his full time and attention and built a heck of a company. Today, every propane truck in the USA has an emergency control device that's built right here in New Brunswick. And within 15 years, the company was being eyed by other large American companies. And the long and the short of it is he sold that company to a very large American company about 7 or 8 years ago. And the thing that I am most pleased and proud of is that along the way, Steve developed a tremendous feeling of responsibility for his community activities. And giving back to the community became a big part of his life. Steve, we really, as a family, we tremendously honor the hard work you've put in, the great dedication you've shown to your company, to your family, and to your community. And I know you've said that you're only halfway up the mountain and that your greatest achievements are still ahead. And as we watch you go and over these next few years, we want you to have much success Continue with your great spirit of community and take the opportunity to pass along your knowledge and your experience to anybody else that will listen, because New Brunswick needs more leaders like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me now welcoming Alec Bellier, accepting on behalf of his father, Steve.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real honor to be here tonight on behalf of my father, Stephen Bellier, who unfortunately couldn't attend tonight. He's asked me to share a few words with you guys, and it's a privilege for me to accept this on his recognition. My dad's best friend, wife, partner of 42 years, my mother, had important cancer surgery today. It's been a long road, but we're hopeful that this makes a final step toward her being cancer-free. So while he couldn't be here in person tonight, his heart absolutely is. Thank you. Thank you very much. He's asked me to express how grateful he is to the junior achievers for this honor. The recognition means a great deal, not only to him, but our entire family. It's a reminder that hard work, commitment, integrity still matters, and that doesn't go unnoticed. If he were here today, I know he would say that New Brunswick is full of opportunity right now. We have an exceptional workforce and a natural problem-solving spirit. It's part of who we are as New Brunswickers, but he would also say that we need to dream bigger. We need to build relationships around the globe, start seeing borders as opportunities, not barriers, because no matter where people live, they all want the same thing: quality solutions and great customer service. The truth is, we don't have to be the cheapest to succeed. What matters most is delivering an exceptional customer service experience, one that people remember and trust. My father also wanted me to share how important it is to give back to our communities. He believes that those of us who have been blessed have a responsibility to help others in need. He was raised in a God-loving family, and he's grateful for the faith and values that has shaped him today. To him, true success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you use it to lift others up around you. He also often talks about a piece of advice he's got from, in his words, his not as handsome brother, Bryce. Under-promise and over-deliver in every aspect of your life. It's a simple idea, but a hard one to live by. Still, it's been a guiding principle for him, in business, in family, and in life. So on behalf of my father and our family, I want to thank you for recognizing his career and contributions. He's incredibly proud to be part of the New Brunswick business community, and even prouder of the people who continue to build it around him. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
Now, earlier this evening, you would have hopefully had a chance to see and learn about the new world-class New Brunswick Museum. While the museum may be located in St. John, it is focused on all New Brunswick. Throughout history, innovators and entrepreneurs have been the threads weaving together our shared story of progress. JANB and the NB Museum know that past, present, and future innovators form a continuous chain of inspiration, each link connected by curiosity, resilience, and the drive to make a difference. They are vital ties that bind New Brunswick's progress. They remind us that every invention, every business, every bold idea celebrates not only what we've achieved, but also what we're still capable of becoming. The New Brunswick Museum is committed to recognizing our entrepreneurs and innovators in its exhibitions when it opens in 2028. JANB is delighted and looks forward to working with them and sharing our Business Hall of Fame stories, as well as the engagement of future junior achievers at the museum. JANB Business Hall of Fame inductee Jim Irving has volunteered as chair of the campaign, and we applaud this important initiative, and we graciously thank Mr. Irving for his continued leadership and contribution to our province. JA New Brunswick is very privileged to be able to count on a team of engaged and dedicated people who believe strongly in the development of our young people. At this time, would you please join me in welcoming the President and CEO of Junior Achievement again, back to the stage, Connie Woodside.
Much more comfortable this time. Good evening once again, head table guests, Premier Holt, Mayor Rogers, our Hall of Fame inductees, their families, members of government, our event sponsors, members of the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame, junior achievers, junior achievement alumni, and guests. Bonsoir tout le monde. Thank you so much for joining us at this 27th anniversary of this incredible event. Tonight, we are honoring the passion, perseverance, and success of three amazing business leaders in our province. Congratulations once again, Steve, Leslie, and David. Your legacy is lighting the way for the next generation of junior achievers and for all of us. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone in the room tonight. Your unwavering belief in our mission has propelled us further and faster than we ever imagined. Looking around the room tonight, it's clear this event didn't just come together today. It's the result of months of dedication, creativity, and collaboration. We have so many loyal partners, but tonight we applaud the unsung heroes, the incredible army of talent behind the scenes. They've worked tirelessly to create a memorable celebration of the 27th anniversary ceremony, not only for tonight's three newest members to the Hall, but for all of those members who have come before them. To the incredible crew who brought tonight to life, I extend my deepest thanks. A shout out to our presenting partner, the Ginger Agency. Woo is right. Thank you and your brilliant marketing team for the stunning visuals, compelling collateral, and captivating videos. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Carrie, Andrew, Aaron, Nicole, and their in-house team of consummate professionals. You didn't just support this event, you helped define it. I would like to acknowledge the marvelous partnership we share with our platinum sponsor, Tracy Simmons, Luke Randall, and the team at Opportunities New Brunswick. Your overwhelming, sure thing. Your overwhelming support of this important event, a cornerstone on New Brunswick business calendar, is deeply appreciated. To our event partner, McGuinness Cooper, we extend our sincere gratitude for your continued dedication to junior achievement across the province. Thank you for graciously hosting the VIP reception this evening and for being such a valued partner of this journey and one we're about to embark on still in the coming year. To Scott and his devoted team at Rocket, thank you for being an exceptional print partner. Brad and your Encore team, Larry, the guys at the back, thank you for making us all look good and sound our very best. Thank you to Veronica, Chef Mindy, and the outstanding team of professionals here at the Delta for a wonderful meal and for being such great venue hosts. Thank you to Jennifer Rose of Exclusive Events for adding such a taste of elegance, flair, and decor to what we've done tonight. A heartfelt thank you to the team at Rogers for capturing tonight's event so that they can share it with their audiences in the weeks to come, and those who couldn't be with us tonight will have the opportunity to feel what went on in this room. And to our incredibly loyal gold, silver, and bronze sponsors, your continued support year after year is the backbone of this event. You are making a tangible, lasting difference in the youth of New Brunswick. And to our incredible MCs extraordinaire, Heather and Margaret, thank you so much. I am beyond grateful for your support tonight, and thank you for sharing your grace, professionalism, and infectious energy with all of us. To the esteemed, thank you. To the esteemed members of the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame, your continued presence and support at this gala speak volumes about your character, integrity, and unwavering commitment to our cause. Thank you for never losing sight of the importance of this event. Our rising junior achievers look to you with admiration and hope, and they hope to aspire in your footsteps to have some of the remarkable successes that you've enjoyed. You are truly gracious role models, and for that we are deeply grateful. I'm also missed my MC escort extraordinaire. We've got Charlotte and we've got Alex, two of our youngest junior achievers who are rocking it tonight. And maybe someday one of you will come up on this stage and be a part of this Hall of Fame. Thank you to my incredible team, the board of directors, our volunteers, and the countless hours you have invested to make this evening another spectacular success. To give you a deeper understanding of Junior Achievement's global reach, I invite you to turn your attention to the screen for a brief presentation.
At JA in Canada, we equip young people in grades 3 through 12 with the skills and mindsets to thrive in a changing world. Through hands-on experiences and mentorship, we connect youth across Canada with a real-world education in financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship. From coast to coast to coast, Junior Achievement provides an array of learning experiences, delivered in classrooms through extracurricular programs, student events, and online digital learning.
You learn all about what business is, whether that's brainstorming, prototyping, how to actually stage and start and run a business.
There's really no other experience like it. It pushes you to speak, be more confident in what you have to say, take leadership roles, and just take on new challenges that really transition into real-world jobs.
There are no barriers for entry to Junior Achievement. Our programs teach all of the skills you're going to need. We are the best at providing mentorship opportunities for our young people, and that's what they need to set them up for success.
JA programs are made possible through partnerships with impact-oriented companies, subject matter experts, educators, and volunteers.
It really is part of developing young leaders, and I think that's what JA is all about. They develop young leaders, they partner with important organizations to sort of help create that next generation of resilient people.
They have tremendous resources and tools for the volunteers to use, and so the variety of programs is amazing.
At the end of the day, it's a direct improvement to the communities that we live in. It's a direct improvement to the people who live in our communities and make them thrive, and it's happening right here in our community. So what better thing is than that?
JA has a mission and vision to work with youth because they are the future for tomorrow, for our society, for our country, for the world.
The future of Canada is in the hands of the next generation, and JA is helping to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy.
Our strong and enduring partnership with the New Brunswick education system and the Centers for Excellence in Entrepreneurship is the foundation upon which we will continue to build the future leaders of this province. Thank you to our incredible partnership with the New Brunswick Community College. Because of you folks, we've continued to broaden our reach into skilled trades as well as mental health, uncovering and celebrating the industry leaders who are shaping our province's future. While staying true to JA's core values, we're expanding our programming to inspire students who choose a different educational path, one that leads to meaningful, successful careers right here at home in New Brunswick. By embracing diverse pathways to success, we're ensuring that every young person sees a future they can believe in and build with confidence. So David, Leslie, Steve, congratulations, félicitations. Welcome to the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Connie, and thank you for being a friend and mentor to so many of us in this room. I would now invite you to join me in welcoming our platinum sponsor for tonight's gala. Please give a warm welcome to the Honorable Luke Randall, Minister responsible for Opportunities, New Brunswick.
Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir tout le monde. I'm going to deviate just a second from my prepared notes that my team spent so much time on, and my apologies for deviating to that team right now. I just want to talk about this evening for a second, and this amazing thing that Connie and her team have put together. I was hearing challenges in this room tonight, and at the same time I was hearing solutions, and people were trading phone numbers, and they were exchanging cards, and that's what makes New Brunswick so special, is that all of the leaders are in this room tonight. I saw the CEO of Uni here tonight, like New Brunswick's largest, Atlantic Canada's largest financial institution, and I was able to say, listen, I need a little advice on this, and so many of you have welcomed me into your businesses, and I've been able to bring you challenges and files that I need some advice on and some learning. So I just want to first off say thank you for doing that for me, but thank you for doing that for all of you. So if some of you are in this room and you haven't exchanged that card, you haven't expressed a challenge that you have, or you haven't shared a solution, get at it. So the next break, I want you to get up and move around and meet some people tonight. And now the prepared notes. So I want to, with excitement, say, Opportunities New Brunswick is absolutely thrilled to once again be the platinum sponsor for tonight's Hall of Fame Gala. We, like so many of you in the room, are big believers in empowering youth and being champions of business successes. And that's on display tonight. There are so many successes that I'm seeing. Junior Achievement has an important mandate and is a big piece of the puzzle as we all come together to build a brighter tomorrow. It takes business and community leaders to support economic development in this province. At ONB, our eyes are on the future. We offer co-ops, internships that support post-secondary students. We have annual bursaries for high school students. I also want to just jump into, that's what tonight is all about as well. It's about honoring 3 outstanding leaders who have also helped to build New Brunswick's future. Congratulations to Steve, Leslie, and David. Thank you for your leadership, your hard work, and your commitment to growing your business in our beautiful province. We appreciate all you've done and continue to make changes to this province to make it a better place to live, work, and to shine a light on what is possible for all of us and the next generation of New Brunswickers. We all have a role to play in celebrating and championing our province and its companies, and it has never been more important than it is now. Alors, et toutes les personnes ici ce soir, merci pour votre soutien continu. Et cette organisation essentielle, Junior Achievement Nouveau-Brunswick. I'll close with a sincere thank you to Connie Woodside and a congratulations to Connie Woodside and the Junior Achievement New Brunswick team for continuing to build up our young people, for helping them get real-world experience and mentorship, and for showing all of us that we can believe and achieve our dreams right here in New Brunswick. Thank you. And with that, have a great evening, everyone. Thank you, merci, Willie Wynn.
It is now time to welcome our second inductee of the evening, Dr. David Elias. David is an entrepreneur, a researcher, educator, and philanthropist. His vision is one of combining his expertise in medicine with his passion for entrepreneurship. The Elias Management Group is comprised of more than 40 companies and organizations, and David continues to challenge his partners, his collaborators, and his more than 250 employees to work for a better New Brunswick. Some of David's ventures include Fundy Harbor Estates, the St. John City Hall property, Canadian Health Solutions and Moncton MRI Clinic, as well as the Fundy Key Waterfront Development Project that is transforming the St. John waterfront. David is dedicated to mentoring the brightest and most innovative minds that he can find and showing everyone that you do not have to leave the province to impact the world.
I don't think you can get the entire story of David from one person because he's so dynamic, so involved in so many facets of business. David is my cousin. I'm his favorite cousin. My father, Wade, and David's father, George, were business owners, and they had businesses next to each other. My dad ran a grocery store, and David's father, George, ran a clothing store. They were very influential in David's future success. Well, when he was a teenager in Campbellton, there was this mail stoppage, and David, with the help of his mother, Marion, started his own mail delivery business. It started quite early for David. He and his wife, Dr. Rachel Hill Elias, who is extremely accomplished in her own right, they started their medical practices in Campbellton. As president of the Restigouche Center, he undertook and revitalized the entire downtown, and that was a huge success. So David moved to the St. John area. He continued to practice in the emergency room, and with a good partner of his, Wallace Floyd, he undertook some other projects in real estate. It was part of the driving force in bringing the YMCA to a community that was at risk. He's had leadership roles as the head of the Department of Family Medicine. David personally traveled from St. John to Campbellton to ensure that there was emergency room coverage. Very much appreciates being at the service of others, especially in challenging times in their lives. Now, with his sons, Chris, who's a lawyer, and Alex, who's an accountant, David is undertaking one of the most historic investments in St. John, and that's the redevelopment of the old Coast Guard site, which is the waterfront redevelopment. It's transforming the region. David is innately a creator and an innovator. There's no subject matter, no area where he doesn't look to see if there's an opportunity to improve something. He's fearless and he's relentless, and he keeps going forward no matter the obstacle, no matter the challenge. He will get there. David, from me, from your family, from your friends, from the hundreds of people that you employ and the communities you've impacted, thank you and congratulations on your induction to the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame.
Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. David Elias to the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame.
Maybe I should end on a high note. Just leave it there. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, invités distingués, Première ministre Holt. C'est un grand plaisir d'être ici avec vous ce soir. Good evening, everyone, and a special shout out to my 94-year-old father and my 92-year-old mother who came down for this event.
First, let me extend my heartfelt thanks to our JA host and the organizing committee for this tremendous honor. It's a privilege to stand before you tonight in the company of so many inspiring leaders who have shaped the business landscape of New Brunswick and our country. I wish to congratulate my fellow inductees, Steve and Leslie. I was given a 5-minute speech limit, so I have about 20 pages, but I'll get through them. No, but reality, with my propensity to tear up and to ramble, I decided to give a note to a bunch of special people in the room so the rest of you would not have to watch a grown man cry with gratitude. So, to be inducted into the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame, joining the ranks of distinguished members who have built our province, is profoundly humbling. I'm deeply honored to be inducted among individuals who have not only excelled in their fields, but have helped pave the way for future generations. The induction into the New Brunswick Hall of Fame, for me, represents the pinnacle of awards. When I reflect When I reflected upon past inductees and our great province, I truly believe that New Brunswick excels at cultivating what I call the New Brunswick dream. There's been a lot of mention of New Brunswick's dreams tonight, so I believe the New Brunswick dream has existed for decades and has the following pillars. If you'll allow me, I will share my thoughts with you, but I caution you. This is from the perspective of an individual whose childhood friends looked up to sports idols like Orr and Lafleur, and my idols were Casey Irving and the McCain brothers. The New Brunswick Dream, pillar number 1, values, confidence, and family. My own New Brunswick dream began in Campbellton, where I was the youngest of 5 children. My parents, Marion and George, filled our home with love, support, and instilled among us strong values. We were nurtured not only by our immediate family, but a close-knit network of aunts and uncles, many of whom embodied the spirit of entrepreneurship in their daily lives, and they encouraged us to innovate and to achieve our potential. In our family, encouragement was a constant. Whether it was a challenge to solve math problems or a conversation about career, my parents instilled in us the confidence to pursue our aspirations. This led to me being able to get a pharmacy degree and a medical degree. The New Brunswick Dream, pillar number 2, foundational relationships. Relationships. During my time in medical school, I was fortunate enough to meet Rachel, whose partnership and support have been essential to both my personal and my professional journey. Together, we embraced the opportunities and challenges that came with blending a career in medicine with my passion for business, an adventure that has brought us closer to the heart of New Brunswick entrepreneurial spirit. I'm going to tell you a story. When I first met Rachel in my first week of medical school, I knew right then that I was going to marry her. Now, for those of you who know Rachel, you realize I was probably punching above my weight category. Okay. And so I knew I had, for this merger to take place, I knew I had to be either extremely lucky or have great instincts. I think at that milestone in my New Brunswick career, I had both. So, the New Brunswick Dream pillar number 3, community and special people. New Brunswick is a special place of remarkable natural beauty, from the rivers and forests to the vibrant communities that make this province so special. But what truly sets it apart is its people, their generosity, resilience, and willingness to lift each other up and to pursue our shared dreams. This is the spirit behind the New Brunswick Dream, where ambition meets community, and success is not measured only by achievement, but by the positive impact that we have on each other. I am endlessly grateful for many individuals who have helped me along my journey, friends, colleagues, mentors, especially those gathered here tonight. I bought 3 tables. Your encouragement has made all the difference and remind me each day that business is at its best a collaborative effort. The New Brunswick Dream pillar number 4, intergenerational. The New Brunswick Dream is intergenerational. We have 3 generations of my family here. It has been a remarkable experience to be joined by my sons, Alex and Chris, in defining and sharing our New Brunswick Dream. Since that time, we have worked together to bring our vision to life, combining our strengths and passions to create something truly special. Their dedication and innovative ideas have been instrumental in shaping our path forward, and I am incredibly proud of what we have achieved together as a team. I'm almost done. The New Brunswick Dream pillar number 5, leaders who have mastered true leadership. True leadership is welcoming, open-minded, innovative, strategic, and they grow that circle. And they make you feel welcome if it's in the best interest of New Brunswick. Our province thrives because we have dedicated community leaders, politicians, public servants, and business pioneers who champion initiatives that strengthen New Brunswick and Canada. Their support empowers new ideas, fosters growth, and ensures that the New Brunswick Dream has the chance to flourish. I'm talking about the Franks, the Francises, the Scotts, the Wallaces, the Johns, the Jacks, the Jims, the Allisons, the Arlenes, the Sharons, the Dorothys, the Jessies, the Susans, the Seans, the Davids, the Dannys, les Monique, les Monica, les Denis, les Normands, les Mike, the Waynes, the Charlies, the Teds, the Neils, the Jeffs, the Robs, the Bobs, and the Jerrys. We all know New Brunswick leaders who welcome and foster the New Brunswick Dream. They do not do it for their self-gain. No, they do it for New Brunswick. They They do it to share and grow their New Brunswick dream. Thank you to so many for supporting me along the way and helping me turn my New Brunswick dream into reality. As I accept this honor, I do so with a sense of responsibility and optimism for the future. My hope is that tonight's celebration motivates each and every one of us to keep dreaming, keep building, keep supporting one another. The New Brunswick dream is alive in every person who dares to make a difference. Thank you. Merci à tous.
Thank you, David, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce the Vice Chair of the Board of Directors of Junior Achievement New Brunswick, Mr. Chris MacDonald.
I promise all of you this is my very last speech of the night. But I do have a particular honor to speak on behalf of the Board of Directors for JA New Brunswick. And I'm so happy to do it at this particular event, because BHOF is always one of my favorite evenings of the entire year, because it brings together colleagues and coworkers, friends past and present, in support of a wonderful cause. It's never easy to be a nonprofit organization, but each of you keep coming back year after year after year to support JA New Brunswick because you believe in the work that we do. Despite being one of the smallest provinces in the country, the New Brunswick Charter of Junior Achievement continues to punch above its weight. When JA first came to New Brunswick, we delivered programs to just a few hundred students each year. But last year, we delivered programs to over 43,000 New Brunswick students free of charge in both official languages. Now, to present that number slightly differently, on average, our sister charters across the country deliver programs to between 10 and 15% of the students in their catchment area. They do great work and are to be commended. But in New Brunswick last year, JA New Brunswick delivered programs to nearly 63% of the student population between grades 3 and 12, a record for JA New Brunswick. Now, not to belabor the point, but I think I can trust Connie and my colleagues at Rogers TV at the back of the room not to cut my mic off. But last year, JANB delivered programs to more students than JA charters in Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland and Labrador combined. Our JA programs provide the environment for students to cultivate successful business ventures and inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs. And the knowledge and experience these young people gain through our programs is truly phenomenal. JA teaches young people to raise their hand, to build their future, and to impact the world around them. And that is exactly what each of our inductees in the Business Hall of Fame tonight have done throughout their respective careers. Despite coming from different parts of the province, working in different industries, and following different roads to success, each of our laureates tonight have raised their hand to say yes. Yes, I will take that chance. Yes, I'll make that investment. Yes, I want to stay and build my business and my future in New Brunswick. They've built their future through hard work, grit, and determination. And each of them has impacted this province by creating jobs, by investing in people, by giving back to the community, and perhaps most importantly, by mentoring the next generation of New Brunswick leaders. Steve, David, and Leslie, and of course Connie, you're inspirations for us all and wonderful additions to the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. And as our newest laureates, you can be proud that this event tonight is always one of the most successful junior achievement events in the entire country. So I'm very proud to announce that thanks to all of you, this event tonight has raised over $325,000 to support the delivery of JA programs. The Business Hall of Fame has been celebrating and inspiring New Brunswick leaders for generations, and we're not slowing down. JANB sees a stronger, brighter future for both business in New Brunswick and for our youth, and this event tonight and the Hall of Fame will continue to be a celebration of both. To our laureates, once again, congratulations, félicitations. Each of you are outstanding examples for our junior achievers, and indeed for us all. The JA motto asks, what if kids ran the world? My friends, someday they will. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce our third inductee this evening, Dr. Leslie Steele. Dr. Leslie Steele is a veterinarian, entrepreneur, and CEO of Steele Veterinary Group, the largest independently owned network of veterinary hospitals in Atlantic Canada. Born and raised in Fredericton, she has made the province the heart of her success story. Dr. Steele's journey began in 1999 when she purchased her first hospital, creating policies that prioritized ethical practices and partnerships with nonprofits to rehome stray animals. Over the years, her company, Steele Veterinary Group, has grown into a thriving network of hospitals, leading a team of over 150 professionals, 95% of whom are women. Yeah. Leslie is passionate about mentoring future leaders, particularly female veterinarians, to embrace business ownership and challenge industry norms. Her guiding principles are fostering genuine connections, striving for excellence, and embracing a team-first mindset. Leslie is building a legacy in the province that she calls home, inspiring others to dream big and make it happen in New Brunswick.
I've been working alongside Leslie really for 24 years. So over the course of that time, she's been my boss, she's been my colleague, she's been my business partner. She's definitely been my mentor and essentially a good friend. Leslie's the person you go to when you've exhausted everything that you can do, when you're trying to make something happen, when you're trying to get something done, because Leslie makes yeses happen. I think right from the beginning, she's had an entrepreneurial spirit. She bought her first practice only a couple of years out of vet school, which is very young. So right from the beginning, she was about making her own path and doing things her own way. So Vet Alliance started as really a project for her own hospital of like, how can we, save money and work with vendors and create programs that help our own hospital. She convinced 25 hospitals to sign on to essentially nothing but an idea, so that she could then go back to vendors and say, I have 25 hospitals, now will you work with me? And from there, it grew to, I believe we had 900 hospitals across Canada. Balancing that need of being successful in business, but also the human element of making sure her team is taken care of and our clients are taken care of and the patients we care for are well taken care of. I think there's a big sense of responsibility in that for her. Community involvement's always been really important to her. It's important for her to support local. It's important for her to support Canadian, especially Atlantic Canadian. She's changed my life, honestly. I started off as a veterinary technician and thought that was going to be my career path. She made me an entrepreneur myself. We went into business together and ran a company together for 10 years. And it was a path that I never thought I would have taken. I found my own love of business in doing that alongside her. I think a big piece of her recognition comes from the way she treats her teams. And from early on, Leslie ran her hospitals in a way that every voice mattered, every position mattered. You feel so invested because you get to have so much say that you can't help but have a lot of pride in where you work. Congratulations, Leslie, on your induction into the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. On behalf of myself, your 140 employees, all of your previous employees, and the hundreds of people you've already impacted along the way so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, please join me in welcoming Dr. Leslie Steele to the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much. I want to first say thank you to Junior Achievement for this recognition that I'm still not sure yet if I deserve. Thank you, Premier Holt, for your words, and yes, we need more women, so let's make that happen, please. Congratulations to my fellow laureates and inductees. And what I want to say is, I'm just a girl from Nashwauk Bridge, New Brunswick, who grew up in a blue-collar family, who had a dream of helping animals. And if I can do it, anybody can. And so that's why I will accept this induction into the Business Hall of Fame, so that if I can set an example and let people know, anybody can do it. I think that one of the things that we have here in New Brunswick that nobody else has like we do is community, and it's been said by everybody so far. Growing up in Nashwauk Bridge, sometimes community wasn't so fun. I remember being in grade 11 and thinking that it was a really good idea to have some alcohol on Halloween night behind the Stanley Arena, which I'm sure many of your children have played hockey at. And the penance that I paid that night on the basement floor of my next door neighbor's house was more than enough punishment. But when I came home and really thought I had got away with it, my mom met me at the door, and I'm like, oh God, she knows. Because my aunt was doing some neighborhood watch that night, and of course saw me and had reported all of it. And I think that, you know, community is everywhere here, and that's just an example that we have community all around us. And I've been very fortunate to have such a great community. I was very lucky to become a member of the Wallace McCain Institute, and as a result of that, I've received mentorship from many of the laureates that came before me. Francis, Gaetan, Andrea, Derek, Nancy Mathis, and they're not laureates, but Nancy Mathis and Paul Johnson have made such a big difference in my career. They helped us transition from a company and helped us become who we are. And now I'm a proud member of YPO. And being a member of YPO has, you know, elevated me and challenged me, and, you know, those are my mentors, that is my community, and that's how we get to where we are. I want to talk about my family. My dad taught me, I guess, how to go above and beyond for your clients and how to provide an exceptional client experience. He's dedicated his entire life to sales, and I saw him go above and beyond time and time again. My mom taught me, she's not with us, but my mom taught me to not give up and to work hard and to not accept anything but the best. And, you know, as a result of all of that and all of the family things that we had, I am who I am. I want to talk about the moment that Connie called me to tell me that I was inducted. Not a club that I would want to belong to, but I'm a breast cancer survivor. And when Connie called me, I had just gotten an MRI because I was preparing for surgery and didn't know how I was going to do and what was going to happen, and just feeling like I needed a little bit of hope. And I thought it was the doctor's office calling or the MRI center calling saying I needed to go back, so I answered the phone. And she told me, and I kept saying, well, how many people are you considering? When will I find out if I won? And she said, no, you did win. And I cried. She said, are you okay? And I said, you have no idea how timely this is. I just needed a little bit of hope. And, you know, throughout the last year, I have had chemotherapy, I've had radiation, I'm still receiving immunotherapy. And my friends and my family and my coworkers have lifted me up through that, and I am so appreciative of everybody. My husband is single-handedly responsible for my hair. For 12 weeks, every Friday, he went, well, actually Thursday, he picked up dry ice, and then he layered caps in that dry ice, and he measured the temperature. And for 6 or 7 hours every single Friday, he changed that cap on my head every 24 minutes because I felt like having my hair gave me humanity, and it was something that was important to me. So thank you for so much more than saving my hair. And I'm really proud of my children and their accomplishments. They didn't have always a mom at home because I was traveling and I was busy as an entrepreneur, and I am so proud of who they have become, and I'm so proud of the choices that they've made in life, their partners, everything about them. I feel so fortunate, and I'm so proud that my dad is here to see this, and his partner Brenda. I thought we were actually going to win the oldest person in the room award, but you guys have taken the prize. She's 90, and she was a teacher. Her schedule's very busy. She was here yesterday for a New Brunswick Teachers Association event, and she is incredible. She has more energy than I do most days. So now, most importantly, I want to talk about my team. My team is incredible. They, received a phone call from me last year. They've been incredible all along, but I think you only know the measure of your team when there's challenges. And I had to make the most difficult phone call I've ever had to make to say, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, if I'm going to be able to work long-term, period, but I'm going to need some time. And they simply said, we've got your back. And not only did they have my back, they actually innovated, they created. I'm not very process-driven, as per shown by me not even having a speech prepared, but they built process and they built operational things around my crazy ideas. And part of the reason why I'm not sure if I should be inducted into the Business Hall of Fame is that we're just getting started. We're just getting momentum. We're about to hit a rapid growth phase. And they took this year and they did crazy things. They brought in even more AI to our organization. They handed in the best year-end to the bank that we've ever seen. And they made me so proud. So this award is for them. And I've said it before on this stage, but we are a profession in crises. We are a profession that is in crises of shortages. And people sitting at table 16 dedicate their lives to caring for animals in a very thankless environment. And I am so lucky that they choose to come to work for me every single day. So with that, I want to say thank you.
Congratulations on your induction, Leslie, and congratulations to all our laureates this evening.
Yes, congratulations to all the inductees. You're all a shining reminder of what is possible, and the positive impact you've made is felt province-wide. if I can direct your attention one final time to the big screens to hear from our partners and sponsors.
On behalf of Irving Oil, we would like to congratulate this year's New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame inductees, Leslie, Dave, and Steve. You are great role models and mentors for not only the youth, but also our business leaders here in New Brunswick.
Leslie, David, and Steve, on behalf of all of us at Rogers, I want to extend our sincere congratulations for being inducted into the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. You're outstanding examples for each of us and for all of the achievers across the province. Congratulations. Félicitations.
Liberty would like to extend our congratulations to Leslie Steele, David Elias, and Steve Bellier on this amazing honor. Your impact is lighting the way for the next generation to dream bigger and reach higher.
On behalf of Bringlow Feeney, I'd like to extend our congratulations to this year's inductees into the Business Hall of Fame. Leslie Steele, David Elias, and Steve Bellier. Congratulations.
By acknowledging this year's laureates and celebrating their remarkable achievements, we're not just honoring their success, but we're inspiring a new generation of New Brunswickers keen to follow in their footsteps.
On behalf of Opportunities New Brunswick, I'd like to congratulate Leslie Steele, David Elias, and Steve Bellier on being inducted into the New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame.
On behalf of Medavie, we extend congratulations to Leslie, David, and Steve on being this year's inductees to the JA New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame. Thank you for your leadership.
Tonight, we not only gather to celebrate these three laureates, but every educator, every partner, and every student that believes in the power of possibility. David, Leslie, and Steve, thank you so much for showing us all what's truly possible.
Au nom de tous les gens chez McInnes Cooper, nous aimerions vous féliciter, Leslie, David et Steve. Votre travail acharné, votre dévouement et vos accomplissements sont remarquables. Nous vous souhaitons un futur rempli de succès.
Allow us now to take a moment to present and thank our amazing sponsors of the evening. Thank you to our partners, Platinum Partner, Opportunities New Brunswick, Presenting Partner, The Ginger Agency, Event Partner, McGuinness Cooper. This year's gold sponsors, JD Irving Limited, Irving Oil, Bringlow Feeney, Medavie Blue Cross, Liberty Utilities, and Rogers.
Our silver sponsors, Encore, Hotspot Parking, M5 Marketing Communications, McCain Foods Limited, the University of New Brunswick, Rocket, Delta Fredericton, Deloitte, Exclusive Events Inc., and our bronze sponsors, Wilson Insurance, BDO Canada, Group Savoy, Assumption Life, PropertyGuys.com, Research MB, St. John Construction Association, WorkSafe MB, Crandall University, Dairy Queen, Jeff Kennedy and Eve Robichaud, Scotiabank, Parrell & Co., BDC, CC Goodwin Consulting, MB Power, Mariner Partners Inc., Technic Science, MB Community College, and the New Brunswick Innovation Foundation.
We hope that tonight that you have felt inspired to make a nomination for the 2026 Business Hall of Fame, which will be held on November 4th, 2026. Look around you. It's possible that the next candidate is sitting in this very room. You can submit your nomination now by visiting the Hall of Fame website at www.janbhalloffame.ca. The closing date for the 2026 nominations is December 31st, 2025.
Before we close the evening, we want to invite our three newest members of the Junior Achievement New Brunswick Business Hall of Fame to return to the stage to be recognized once again. We all know how support from family is important. It's one's success and capacity to do great things. These are the people who cheer with us when good things are happening and who we can lean on when the going gets tough. So we'd like to invite back to the stage for one last round of applause for our 2025 inductees. Please welcome back to the stage Alec and Jessica on behalf of Steve, David and Rachel and their children, Chris and Alex. and Leslie and John and family. Leslie and John are joined by Angus and Alex. Thank you all for joining us this evening and supporting Junior Achievement New Brunswick.
Merci, congratulations, and good night, everyone. We will see you next year.